Right guys, welcome back to part 2 of the Edition 30 build. Current state of the car right now. What we're actually going to do today is actually tackle the thermostat on the car. As I said before, it doesn't hold temperature or anything like that on motorway speeds. And I'm actually going to be taking the car on a really long drive in the next 2 days. So I've got 2 days to rebuild the whole of the front end, get the thermostat done, get the vacuum pipe which is under there, get that all sorted out as well. And yeah, we're actually going to be driving the car to Germany to meet some family. But yeah, we have a lot of things to do in the next day now. Essentially it's around 6 o'clock now on Saturday, and I'm going to be leaving on Monday, so yeah, let's get straight into it. Right, so we're going to start by disassembling full top end, get rid of engine cover, moving the diverter valve pipe and everything out of the way. Thermostat is wedged somewhere right under there, so even alternator and everything needs to come off. The belt, that will have to come off. What I'm actually going to plan to do is, because the car's in this state, take the other headlight off and kind of loosen the slam panel as well. That way we have more access into there, because it's a really fiddly job and I just don't have enough time to kind of leave everything on. So I want to try and do it as quick as I can, and I think moving the slam panel out of the way a bit will just free up a little bit more space in the back, so I can move the pipes around and get to it as easy as I can. So I'm going to start by disassembling the whole top end. So here we go, update so far. Crash bars off, slam panel loosened on both sides, and you see, moves it way forward, a lot more forward, got a lot more room in here to work. Next we're going to tackle the alternator. I'm going to get the belt off first, do it from here, obviously I think it's a 16mm, put it on there, loosen the tension on there, get the belt off, and then there's 2 bolts, one at the top here and then another one underneath. We'll take those 2 off, take the connectors off under here once we've moved these pipes out the way as well, and we'll get the connector off and move the alternator out as well. But yeah, I've taken the diverter valve pipe off, just left it up there. It's off there. We're gonna have to take this pipe off anyway, from the bottom, from that boost pipe just down there. Take all of this off, all of these pipes come off from the throttle body, and then the thermostat is somewhere back there. Right, so updates so far. I think we're about an hour and a half into the job. Alternator is down there. Got all the parts, everything. Just about to take thermostat off. It's right down in there, so that's what we're still trying to take out. Yeah, this has been a crazy long job. Like, slam panel, loosened it all out. I don't want to take the air conditioning line out because then I don't want to regas it. I don't actually know if there's gas in there or not, but the gases are quite dangerous if you just let it go. But yeah, all of this has been torn apart. Pulleys are off, turbo outlet pipes are off, and we're just trying to get in there now, try and pull it off. But yeah, it's been going all right. It's hard work. Slam panel doesn't want to come off fully either, so it just makes it a little bit longer. But yeah, update so far. Here's the new one. I'm taking these 2 bolts out now, so we're just gonna have to try and pull it out, get these 3 pipes off. Bottom pipe is a bit of a pain in the ass to get out as well, but yeah, new part number. Hopefully once this is in, sorts our issue out. But yeah, I'll give you an update in a few minutes or in an hour or so. Right, finally, thermostat is out. This is the old one, still got the top pipe on. In there it doesn't look too bad, but it looks like it's been kept open, and that's how they work on these Mark 5s. If the thermostat goes bad, thermostat will stay open, so it like keeps itself cool, it doesn't overheat. You can see from here, that's the new one, that's the inside. Yeah, hopefully this sorts our issue out. I don't really know what else it would be. Yeah, there we go. Proper pain to get these cables out. That one, and then this one at the bottom as well. It's all the way down there somewhere. But yeah, proper pain to get this job done. We're gonna clean up. I'm gonna clean the mating surface up here, make sure it's all nice and clean. Because obviously if there's still a gap after, then it's just gonna leak coolant. Don't want that again. But yeah, gonna clean this all up, make sure it's all nice. But yeah, thermostat is finally out. This is the longest job I've ever done. One of the hardest. It is quite hard to do if you've never done it before, because I've pulled everything out. Slam panel's been all pulled out and everything as well. So yeah, proper mess, but it's out now. Gonna change it over, and yeah, give you an update in a bit on how it's going. Hopefully we're gonna grease up the ends of the pipes and stuff, just so they slip on easier and stuff, because it's so hard to end up pulling these pipes out and stuff, just because they're literally just, there's no coating on them, there's no like anti-seize or anything like that on them. So I'm gonna put a little bit of grease around the sides just so they slip on nice and easy, put the clips back on, and yeah, just go from there. Right, so it's about 10:40 at night. Quick update video on what's going on. Thermostat new one is in. The pipes are connected, all three of the pipes are connected and they've been routed. The little miscellaneous bolts and stuff that go onto the pipes down there, all put back on. But we are calling it a day for now. Tomorrow, gonna do alternator, get that all back on, get that all wired up. The ground cables, get the coolant lines from here, run them back round. These coolant lines, get them all plumbed back in. All the connectors. Then it's moving on to slam panel, headlight. Get this side straightened out, because this needs a little bit, this is bent, so we're gonna have to flatten that with a hammer, pull this out. We've got the new bracket from VW, it's like £16 I think, so we'll flatten that, pull it out, move that over, get the headlight bracket attached here, get the headlights on, make sure they're all working, fog lights, whatever. Crash bar will go back on, and yeah, but we're calling it a day right now. Need to try and get some compressed air, because a lot of the coolant's gone inside those little, can you see that grey connector there? A lot of coolant and everything's just like splattered out and gone inside all those connectors. But yeah, done a good job so far. Started at 6:30ish, so yeah, around 4 hours or whatever just to get it on and off. It's my first ever time doing it, so yeah, it's taken a lot longer. But yeah, nevertheless, that's it. I'm gonna call it a night, and we'll see you again tomorrow morning. Right guys, so we're back again for day 2, repairing the front end of the thermostat on this. We actually went out and bought a few more parts for the car. Noticed the rocker cover gasket on the car, it's just leaking front and back as well. So we've gone out, bought a new one from Euro Car Parts. We've got the 5 litres of coolant that we're gonna need, fill the system back up and everything. And yeah, we'll just go from here. Hopefully we'll be able to get the car back on the road today, get the whole front end on and everything like that as well. It's going to take a few more hours, I reckon. Bleed the system, get it all back on the ground, check the coolant and oil levels and stuff, and then yeah, we should be good. So again, here's where we're currently sitting. Alternator's still off and everything. We're going to get that all sorted. As you can see, yeah, rocker cover 100% needs replacing, and at the back as well it's leaking and everything. The only thing that we're going to have to change on this is this clip. We don't have a new one, so I'm just going to change it out for a Jubilee clip, but we'll get to that when we're there. Get all the rocker cover sorted, clean up all of the mess, and hopefully that will stop a big part of an oil leak here. But yeah, we'll give you an update in about an hour or so once we've started putting it all back together. I'm going to start by putting the alternator back on, and yeah, catch you guys in a bit. So here we go, we're basically halfway through the rebuild now. The majority of everything is now back together. Got all the connectors and everything in, even for sensors, stuff like that. It's all back in, boost pipes back in, throttle body's been tightened up. Next step, we're going to take a little break now, and then we'll come back out, we'll do the rocker cover. My brother will start on polishing the headlight. We've got the new pipe on. There we go. Just actually pulls out from here and further down. On the old pipe, I don't know why, the top one came off really easily. The bottom one had to spray it down with WD-40 and then pull it off. So that's all done. Yeah, I need to put that back in. Push those two back into the clips and we'll secure that as well. But yeah, going around the car, it's going quite well. Everything's going back actually easier than we took it all off. But yeah, we're halfway through, I reckon, now. After we've had our break, we're going to come back and then we're going to start putting the front end back on as well. We're going to start off with the wings, and I think what I'm going to do is actually get the car up on jack stands on the back as well, get these wheels off and get these proper nicely cleaned as well. You can see the curbing, we're not going to sort any of that out right now, but the amount of brake dust and dirt that's been sitting on these for a while, we'll get all of that cleaned up, and then we'll start aligning everything back up as well, arches and stuff. Once we have the car at a level as well, like we'll keep it flat, we'll probably just top it up with coolant, and once we've done the rocker cover in the air as well, we'll start the car, start bleeding the system, and then we'll just do a massive clean after as well. But yeah, everything's going well. Alternator is back in, as I said, all the pipes. I might just have to, I want to readjust like the pipes because I don't think that one's sitting correctly, but yeah, everything's back in. Thermostat, new one's in. So yeah, it's going good. So it's been 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Yeah, locking wheel nut on this side was completely rounded. I suspect it was whoever done tyres last, because they are basically brand new tyres. They probably impacted this thing on and it was destroyed. Literally silky smooth inside, so we've had to smash on, I don't even know what bit this is, some like massive square bit out of that toolkit. And yeah, literally finally got it off, thank God. But yeah, it was literally, you can see how bad it is. We've tried putting a bolt and then something over the top of it, but then had to finally smash this one on there and get it out. But yeah, it's been fun. Right, so we're back after a little break. Gonna start on the rocker cover now. I've only done one of these before on the Armada Edition 30, but really simple, easy procedure. First of all, we're going to start off by removing these 2 bolts on the side of the belt. I think they're T30s. Then I'm going to go ahead and take each 4 one of the coil pack cables off, pull the coil packs all out, and then take the PCV off. I'm going to check the seal on this as well, because it does look quite oily here as well, as you can see. I don't have another one on hand at the moment, but we'll try and make do with what we have. I'm guessing it's literally just rocker cover. You can see how much oil is actually, even down there on that connector just at the back, you can see how much oil has just got on there. But yeah, we'll make a start. Then we have to just go around each and every single one of these. All of them are going to have to come out. But yeah, I'm going to take off these connectors, move it back, and these 2 lines back here, they're both going to have to come off. I'm going to take this off as well, just so it's easier when we're moving the rocker cover off. But yeah, I'll make a start. So here we go. This is the current stage and where we're at. I've taken both the lines, 2 lines off for the PCV, moved it over here, taken this one off as well, taken the clips off for both the back ones, and taken the coolant line off as well, taken all the coil packs out. Spark plugs can stay inside. I'm going to go around and take off all of these T30s. As you can see where that one's getting really oily as well. But yeah, going to take all of these off, and then hopefully we'll just be able to pry off the rocker cover from the side and get the gasket change over. So there we have it, rocker cover is out. See, the rocker cover is actually just fully dangling down. See, inside of the engine, it actually looks super clean and I'm really happy about that. You can see there's literally not much scoring or anything on the cam or anything like that. It all looks super good in there, all nice and clean. The bolts on this were actually really loose, so like these front 3, especially where the PCV is like leaking, like all of these, they were so super loose. Like even the gasket underneath, it's not too bad because it's not like rock solid. It is actually still quite soft, but we've got a new one. I'm going to clean all of this up and get it replaced, and I'll just go ahead and do that now. But yeah, clean all of this up and clean around here, get all of this stuck on oil, and especially all of this down here. So you can't even see the part number that was there. I had to just rub that off with my finger. I'm going to clean all of this up, make sure the mating surface and everything on the top, that's all clean as well. You can see back there where like oil was getting out on the other side and how it's all gone down the side as well, down the back. This has caused a massive oil leak that just continues all the way down the engine. So I'm going to have to clean all of that up as well. But we have found the problem. I'm hoping it's this. We'll get the rocker cover replaced, You can see how badly it was leaking. Literally, these bolts probably were finger tight, probably not even that, to be honest. They weren't torqued down to spec. I don't think they were done in the correct pattern before. But yeah, it's like recently I reckon someone's just been in here, tried to change it over. You can see oil's just been seeping out of all these corners and edges. But yeah, I'll change over the gasket and make sure this is all nice and clean. Get all brake cleaner and stuff all under here. Use like an old toothbrush or whatever, and then clean all of the old residue off. We'll get it all nice and clean and put back on the car. Right guys, so here we are, coming up to the end. It's around 11 o'clock right now and we've just bolted everything back in. Filled the coolant up. It is above the min line at the moment, but obviously it's going to circulate around and we'll get it all on. Rocker cover's all done, all the coil packs and everything are in. It's all plugged in. Battery's all connected up. I've checked all the boost pipes, everything that's all back in, all the connectors are back on. So we're just going to go for the first start. So we go inside right now. It's just turned on. Zoom in a bit. Obviously going to get all of those. None of the lights are on at the moment. Well, none of them have been fitted. Let's just see. Started up first time. It's common to get all these lights on the dash anyway. Steering one, traction and the TPMS. They'll go off once the car's been driven. Obviously the lights one on right now because none of the headlights are connected. Yeah, cold start, it's ticking over nicely. We'll go to the front and have a look. There you go guys, right now, ticking over nicely. Can't see any leaks, everything's holding up. I'm going to let the car idle for like 5-10 minutes and then turn the heaters on full. That way we'll open up the thermostat and yeah, let the coolant circulate through and everything.